wisdom, common sense that is not always common to stay married. And this is the part of the common sense. I am from Delta State. That's where I was born. My husband as well is from Delta State. And we are raised with a particular soup. A particular soup. Anybody from Delta State and Roman or the Robo woman knows that there's one particular soup that we don't joke with. That is how we are raised. We grew up with that soup. As a matter of fact, if you don't have the soup in your house for visitor, it becomes like, as in, this is not an Robo house, we're crying aloud. And that is banga soup and starch. Banga soup and starch. You had me well. Right. So, I am not in the village. And I'm married to this man that is an Orobo. I'm married as well, I'm an Orobo. But to make this man, to spice the whole thing up, my husband does not need to go to the village. Anytime he wants to eat banga soup and starch, must he have to go to the village? Where I'm his wife? Oh no! That is why I tell women, there's something that a man is looking for. There's something I read some time ago, and somebody was saying, what a man is looking for in a wife is that one that he actually felt when he was in his mother's womb. That's outrageous. Sometimes you want to ask the men, can you still remember that warmth you felt in your mother's womb? So sometimes we are the mothers to our husbands. These are the things that spice relationship. He doesn't need to go to the village to eat banga soup and starch. I can do it. I can go an extra lane to do that. So today, I'm going to be taking you to the journey, through this journey, all the way to Delta State. But I'm not in Delta State, for crying out loud. I am in my husband's house. There's nothing too big to do for your Odogu. If you call him your Odogu, there's nothing too big to do for an Olorogu. I call him the Olorogu. He's my Olorogu, not a worldly Olorogu, not a worldly Odogu, my special Odogu. So there's nothing I cannot do for him. These are the things that keeps marriage. Wisdom, common sense, that's not always common. You can call it slavery, but to me, I find it very exciting to do this. It's the joy to take care of my home, my husband. I can't wait for him to come back home. This is what he's going to be taking for dinner today, so I'm going to be making starch. If you want me to make the banga soup from the beginning, you want to see the recipes and everything it takes, just put it down below in my comment section and I will create from the beginning the recipes, how I made my banga soup, everything. So right now we're going to be making I've already made my banga soup, as you can see. It's already in my native pot. This is where you actually get the message, because there's this aroma that the native pot actually, to put into the soup, a beautiful aroma. So I took all the pains to go to Delta State to get this clay pot. It's very important. Call me a village woman, I don't care. But an English village woman, it is fine by me. But anything you ask me to do, I can do it from Odogu. As long as it's my Olorogu, I call him my Olorogu in Delta State. He is my special Olorogu, not a worldly one. So we're going to be starting with the starch now. The banga soup is already here. I'm just going to lit the gas on it. Then I'm going to be making the starch. So the first thing you do with the starch is to get your palm oil, because it doesn't need to stick to the palm, and it also needs to change the color. In my language, they call this thing Ogorie. Ogorie. When I was smaller, it used to be very big. But funny enough, we have portable size that any wife can just go, you can buy. I don't know if they sell it here, but I know in Delta State it's all over the place. So you can just you can get it. So let's get our palm oil. Depends on how I like my starch. I like it really colored, Sometimes I want to add much oil, a little bit, and you don't want your starch to stick to the pan at the end of the day. So what you do is to make sure you spread it around. So you get your starch. This is your starch. It's not a very big quantity because it's just for my husband, so I think this quantity is okay for him. And at the end of the day, I don't think he'll be able to finish it anyway. So that's how it is. So let's get all the starch out. It's a little process. I said that we can add our water. Depends on the quantity of the starch. So don't just go and start pouring water and pouring water. At the end of the day, my goodness, you will be in trouble. So depending on the quantity of the starch, that's the amount of water you're going to add. So let's see if it's going to work for me. So just make sure that everything is dissolved. And this texture is okay depending on how you want your starch. If you want it very hard, for me, I don't like the hard one. I kind of like the Shekiri People starch because that one is very, very watery a bit and it's a bit very soft, very soft. But my husband, no, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that. So I'm not going to make that for him. The one that's a bit thin, that can cut easily. Yes, that's what he likes. So I'm going to be doing it his own way because this is his meal. This is going to be his dinner. So, and let's see. Now this is the process. Make sure you stir. You have to stir to avoid there's something we call like seed line. It's very hard. You understand? If you don't stir, you might just get your starch messed up. Then if you are in a hurry, you can just leave it for some time, but not too long. Don't allow it to get boiled or else you won't like the starch at the end of the day. You won't like the final result. But the more it gets thickened, the more effort. You apply a little effort, to after actually get it done. So this is where you apply effort to get the job done. Like I told you earlier, I don't like my starch so hard, but this is the way my husband likes it. I prefer more of the Shekiri People starch. It's very, very soft and slimy, very, very soft and slimy. But then, this is what my Olorogun wants. This is not too much to do for him. It's not too much. Why not? He's an honorable man. Why not? Sometimes I won't go all the way to prepare. I'm going to be preparing okazi soup. You see, I'm an Akwa Ibom or whatever, but I had to learn how to prepare okazi soup because my husband likes it so much. I discovered. So I learned how to prepare it very well. So don't worry. Next time, if you want me to prepare okazi soup, comment down below and you'll be so shocked. Our honorable woman can prepare an okazi soup. Anything for my honorable. Anything for him. So we can see our starch is looking so nice and appetizing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We are good to go. But I still want it to cook a little. I want it to be properly cooked because my husband doesn't like starch that's half cooked. No, he says it's like, no, yeah. So starch is ready. Make sure you put water on the plate so that it doesn't stick to the plate when you're getting it off. So turn off the heat. Okay, that's all. So before you bring your pot down, your native pot, make sure there's water in a plate. Do you understand? So that when you just drop it, it won't be too hot or have it won't be too hot on the plate or whatever. It's very important that you do the step, you take the step. So let's see if our pot is not so hot. Let's see. No, it's not that hot anymore. So we take it and we put it here. Thank you very much. Thank you for staying with me. God bless. Thank you.